Hi everyone, welcome to Border Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not. In today's video is a Tier 7 Extravaganza. That's right, a Tier 7 Extravaganza featuring 4 replays, featuring some Tier 7 Ace Tanker action, including a couple of replays featuring some missions, including this one. This is abunt from NFG Clan. He's on a mission to do 2,000 hit points of damage, destroy 2 vehicles and win. And of course, that's the final mission for the Stug. That's what he tells me anyway. That's the final mission for the Stug for the first lot of personal missions. He's doing it in the Jagdpanther at Tier 7, the Tier 7 German tank destroyer. You can see he's got full armor piercing rounds loaded, 105mm gun, 320 alpha damage, 200 penetration. He doesn't have any premium rounds loaded, but that would have given him 244 penetration. What's that? An extra 20% penetrating with the premium rounds. But he's sticking with the standard rounds. He's got dream matchmaking. 3 Tier 7 tanks on each team. A Comet, a Jagdpanther, and a SU-152 on the enemy team. It's himself, a T44-122 and the IKV-90B on abunt's team. Looking towards the Striv M42, the Tier 5 Swedish medium tank for his first victim. Pops him for 327 damage. He's going to put a blind shot in. I reckon I would have, because he was tracked. Or he sounded like he might have been tracked. But it looks like he's pulling away now. The Striv M42. There's a T67 up there. Type 64 asking for somebody to shoot him, but he fires without aiming, pops him for 289. He's already got 615 damage. What's the mission? The mission's 2,000 damage, and the secondary condition is to get 2 kills and to win the game. Let's see how he goes in this one. They're down by 1 tank already. The Hellcat getting taken out. I think on the other side of the map, artillery trying to get shots towards the Comet, the Tier 7 top tier British medium tank. Abunt looking. Plenty of teammates up there, and he's trying to back them up. Fires and pops one into the side of the Comet. 6 cents goes off, but he's got a decent amount of cover, and that Comet is not looking his way. Unfortunately, he doesn't land that shot. Artillery shooting towards the Comet. He's aiming. He's waiting for the opportunity to pick up the kill, and he takes it, and that's his first kill of the game. 1-2 is the score. 1,135 damage done already by abunt from NFG Clan. Already over halfway to getting that mission done. The final mission for the Stug 4, which is the Tier 6 Premium German tank, Tier 5 I think it is, Premium German tank destroyer. Anyway, just kicking back here, waiting for the next thing to happen. It's in the Jagdpanther. We'll quicken this one up a bit. Bit of a warning, the 4 videos in today's, the 4 replays in today's video are all quite long, so I will be skipping forward at some stage just to try and keep to the action. Abunt from NFG Clan in the Jagdpanther, the Tier 7 German tank destroyer, on 1,135 hit points of damage already. He's on a mission. He's on the last mission for the Stug 4 to get 2,000 damage, and he's more than halfway there. And of course, the secondary condition is to win the game and also pick up 2 kills. He's already picked up 1 kill, so he's halfway through everything. But his team is down by 2 tanks, 3-5. Now we are watching this in fast forward, if you like. He's just kicking back here on the hill. The Hellcat goes down to the AMX-13 F3. The friendly IKV-90B gets killed by the Jag on the enemy team, and it looks like abunt is going to be looking over towards the western flank now. Good map awareness. You can see that they've already won the east. Nobody is really going for the push on these 2 tanks. Remember that Striv? That Striv was down to well under half health. The T67 had been shot by somebody. Can't remember what kind of hit points the T67 might have been on, and it looks like he's going for the SU-152. The SU-152 went on a massive artillery push, but now abunt from NFG needs to turn around, concentrate a little bit more on the east. It looks like the enemy team have sort of maybe rotated around and pushing the east now. The T44-122 in a bit of trouble on 11 hit points. He needs to start shooting that Firefly Vic. That's the new premium British medium tank. Gets a shot into him, takes his damage up to 1,780 hit points. 6-7 as the Vic goes down to the Type 64, but unfortunately that T44-122, the top tier medium tank, got blown away there by the AMX ELC BIS, that Tier 5. The little runaround French light tank. 6-7 to score now as he looks around towards that M4. This could be the secondary condition confirmed if he picks up the kill on the M4 at Tier 5. He's looking, he can't quite see an outline. He fires blindly, doesn't land that shot, and now it looks like he's going to be kicking back. Maybe kick back in these bushes, waiting for something else to be spotted. They're only down by one tank. There's that M4 again on 50 hit points. One kill. This could be the second kill if he can land it. He does. Picks up his second kill. 1,830 hit points of damage. Needs 2,000 for the mission, but he wants to make sure he wins this one as well. 2 kills, 1830 damage, 150 damage blocked, 434 assisted damage. That would have been through tracking, maybe tracking the striv, I think, maybe. Anyway, he's kicking back here. He's got good camouflage. Good camouflage here. Looking at the AT2, you'd love to land that shot. We're not sure if that shot did any damage because he went unspotted just as a bunt from NFG fired his shot. Still on full health, 850 hit points up his sleeve, winning 9-8, and he'll be fancying himself here. Full health in a tank destroyer. He's only 170 hit points off his total needed of 2,000 for the mission. And of course, a secondary condition to win. And does he have to survive? No, just destroy 2 tanks, which is already done, and of course win. Now there's going to be another replay featuring some more tank destroyers and some more missions after this one. He's just kicking back up here. He's pretty much right into the lion's den here. The Jagdpanther and the AMX ELC both been spotted not too far from where a bunt is. He's looking towards that German tank. Blind fires. Oh, look, I'd be reasonably confident that that one didn't go in. If that one didn't go in, the other one that he blind fired into this position where he is now may have gone in as well. But you wouldn't want to bank on it, not when a mission's on the line. The AT2 gets taken out by the Type 64. That's a bit of a dangerous tank, the AT2. I think it's got pretty good frontal armour. And when you're in a non-turreted tank destroyer like the Jagdpanther, it could be a little bit challenging to be able to flank the British tank destroyer. Because look at it, it's certainly not the fastest machine in the game, that's for sure. Quicking it up a bit. 10-10 is the score. 1,830 damage that we know about. 2 kills, so he's already got the 2 kills. He wants to get the win to confirm the mission, but also to win the game. That's what it's all about. And he also needs 170 more hit points of damage for the primary condition of the mission. Shoots and critically hits the Jagdpanther. Waits for that German gun to reload. He'll have a rear shot, no worries. There's his 3rd kill, and now of course that's the win, looking a little bit better because the scoreboard all of a sudden looks a little bit better. 11-10, 1,870 damage done. Didn't get much damage out of that kill into the Jagdpanther because he was only on 30 odd hit points, but 1,870 damage done. 130 more damage needed to confirm this win. He fancies himself against the AMX. Thinks I only need to get one shot into him. There he is. Thank you very much. 1981 damage done now, and it looks like the enemy are starting to cap. There you go. The M44 shoots him. It's the M44 capping. Waits for his crew to be no longer stunned. Shoots, and I think that shell went right underneath the enemy JP7. Goes forward, rolls forward, shoots him for 369, brings his damage up to over 2,300, or to 2,350. He's hoping his teammates can help him here. He doesn't want to get flanked by that. He does not want to get flanked by that artillery. Both artilleries shoot towards a bunt, and there he is looking at the M44, picks up his 5th kill, and of course the siren's still going. The AMX ELC BIS is still capping, and of course a bunt looking for that last kill for the top gun. 6 kills, 2,622 damage, 370 damage blocked. Let's see the result. If it's 2,622, that's what the game says he got for that one. Let's have a quick look at the results. Sorry we had to fast forward through some of it, but time is of the essence this morning, and we've got 4 games to get through. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for a bunt from NFG. He finished the Stug 4 mission, so he should have himself a nice shiny Stug 4 in his garage now. Bruiser Medal, Duelist, 5 for effect. Pascucci's Medal for killing those 2 artilleries towards the end of that game. Also the Confederate Medal for shooting more enemy tanks than anyone else. High caliber, top gun for the 6 kills. Top score, 2,969 damage. So some of those blind shots certainly did go through. 6 kills, 1,071 base experience, 18 shots fired, 15 hit, 13 did damage. Some of it sniped, 549 assisted damage, a little bit blocked as well. Not a bad result. He made 3,000 credits. That's with a standard account in the Tier 7 German tank destroyer, the Jagdpanther. And well done, a bunt for picking up for picking up that Stug 4, the final mission for the first set of personal missions. Well done, my old mate. As we move on to our second game, this is my old mate Agent Infinity. Agent Infinity in the Challenger this time, another Tier 7 tank destroyer, and this is the British TD. This is the British TD, the one with the turret, not the one that leads to the FV215B183, or no, not the one that leads to the, I think it's the Badger now, but this is the one that leads to the shit barn, the FV4005. Now, he's in a Tier 9 battle. And 3 Tier 9 tanks on each team, looking towards the western part of Serene Coast. 3 Tier 9 tanks on each team. A Type 4 heavy tank on the enemy team with a Type 61 and a Waffenträger Jagdpanther 4. On Agent Infinity's team there's the Object 705, the Baby Batchat, the Batchat 25T-AP, and of course the Conway, which I think the Conway is the Tier 9 in this line, in the Challenger line. There's going to be two replays featuring the Challenger in today's video. One from an old clan mate of mine, and Agent Infinity, who's been playing this game for some time. And he's no dummy, I guarantee. He is no dummy whatsoever. Just kicking back, sniping for now. Trying to get a few shots on the enemy team, hoping to get the kill on the T71. Doesn't quite reload in time. Somebody else picks that one. Again, apologies for making this one a little bit quick, because there is a little bit of hurry up and wait involved in some of these games, which is the nature of tank destroyers, I guess. Sees the Scorpion. That's not the Scorpion G. That's a Tier 7 American Premium tank destroyer. The Scorpion. It's absolutely tiny. It's got a fantastic camouflage rating, and I think it's reasonably quick. I don't have one, but I think it might have a really good camo rating, but it doesn't have armor at all. In fact, it literally is made out of cardboard. Now, a little bit about the gun. That's what we normally talk about at these videos. 94mm gun, 280 alpha damage, 220 penetration with standard, 252 with APCR, which is premium ammunition. In the Challenger, we'll quicken it up a bit, and Agent Infinity just waiting very, very patiently for that Panther to present itself. He's moving around reasonably quickly, that Panther at Tier 7. Of course, when you're a Tier 7 tank in a Tier 9 game, you've got to be a little bit nervous, a little bit cautious, I guess. Make sure those big Tier 9 guns don't just tear your tank apart. As Agent Infinity says, I'm sick of sitting back there with the other TDs, that Scorpion G and this Conway and whoever else is back there. It's time to get in there. You can see he does have one mark of excellence on that gun barrel. Not sure if he's trying to 3-mark this tank, but he finds the Panther at Tier 7, puts a shot into him, cops 55 damage from artillery, but more importantly, his crew gets stunned. He chooses to use the repair kit to fix his crew up. He wants to continue to put some damage into this Progetto, because that Progetto, more than likely reloading, definitely distracted, and he wanted to make sure he got at least one shot into the Tier 8 Italian Premium Auto Reloading Medium Tank, the Progetto 46. 4 threes a score now. He's already got himself 1147 hit points of damage. He sees a Type 61 and says, "You beauty, here's a top tier tank which is made out of paper as well. I want to get some damage out of that bad boy, but it is smart enough to run away." So Agent Infinity says, no worries, I'll pick up the kill on the P43 TER. The TER is the P43 TER, that's the Tier 7 Italian standard tank, not the premium tank, that's the standard tank. 6-3, so they're looking pretty good at this stage. However, on the eastern flank, if you look at the mini-map, you can see looks like the Agent Infinity's team is outnumbered on the eastern flank. Some heavy tanks being held up just by the one VK100, and maybe what else, who might be over there with him? The Object 705, of course. Well, they should be able to hold him up for some time, but it looks like on the mini-map, it looks like the Type 61 is trying to flank those tanks over there in the east. So that could be something of a little bit concerning. And I think that might be what Agent Infinity is looking at. He might be looking at the mini-map saying, I'm a little bit worried about what's happening over there. Puts a blind shot, or not a blind shot, puts a 50-50 shot towards the Jagdpanther 4. Doesn't land it. 6-5. 1948 damage done so far. Not a bad start. Looks like the Waffenträger Jagdpanther 4 is coming down there. Now, of course, Agent Infinity is only on 845 hit points, which is nearly full health for a Tier 7, but it's still only a couple of shots before for some of these tanks, such as the Waffenträger Ralph Panzer IV. Now, it looks like he's not going to move, so he's hoping for that gun to reload so he can pick up a second kill. He does, gets rid of the top-tier tank destroyer. However, the Conway and the Object 705, two top-tier tanks on Agent Infinity's team, have both been taken out in quick succession, and now Agent Infinity's team are down 7-8. 2,300 damage done exactly from the old mate Agent Infinity. Looks like he's relocating, going back to the base because his team is in a little bit of danger. 8-9, 2,300 damage done. Is he on a mission? 4 kills whilst he's unspotted. I'm not sure if he's going to get that mission in this one. I haven't really been paying attention, but he's already got 2 kills. I think he might have been spotted for one of them. Not 100% sure. 8-9 the score. Now it's a tier 9 game. There's a Type 5 Heavy and a Type 61, which you'll be concerned about. The Type 5 Heavy is going to be a tough nut to crack. We haven't seen him this game. Scorpion G gets killed. The enemy M12 lost in battle. Did he just kill himself? The enemy artillery, or was it... Who knows what happened there. Agent Infinity switches to APCR, looking towards that Type 4 Heavy. Doesn't want to give his position away. They're down by 1 tank. If that Jagdpanther can get a shot or 2 into the Type 4 Heavy tank, I mean, Agent Infinity will be able to kill him with 1 shot, no problems whatsoever. But the concern will be penetrating that shot and being lit for the Type 61. There's that Type 4 Heavy again. Artillery does the job, gets rid of the heavily armoured Japanese heavy tank. The Type 61 at tier 9 is still around here somewhere. He's having a ripper of a game. I reckon he's on reasonably low hit points as well. But he could have relocated. He could have worked out that Agent Infinity's back up there with the artillery. The Tiger 1 is proceeding unchallenged towards the enemy base, which is interesting. So Agent Infinity takes the advice of his teammates, saying, look, he can afford to take a couple of shots unless artillery hits him. There's the enemy artillery. That's an interesting one. And so Agent Infinity says, no worries, I'll take my 3rd kill. I don't think he got spotted there. Where the Type 61 is, I do not know. Type 61 was last spotted where Agent Infinity is right now. The Tiger 1 looks like he might be searching for the Saint Emile at tier 7, but 3 tier 7 tanks up against a Type 61 at tier 9 and a Saint Emile at tier 7. The two enemy tanks have both received, both gotten some kills, 6 kills between him. There's the Saint Emile. Agent Infinity puts 1 shot into the tier 7 German non-turreted tank destroyer. No idea where the Type 61 is, and that's why Agent Infinity is being a little bit cautious here. A little bit cautious. You can probably take care of this Saint Emile relatively easily. 4 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in this game. I've got a feeling that Type 61 has not been seen for some time. Agent Infinity auto aims and shoots the Saint Emile. Artillery cleans him up. Where the hell is this Type 61? Tracks himself and loses his driver, falling off that cliff. And Agent Infinity says, rightio, let's look at it. Type 61 certainly is still in this game. Just got the kill on the Jagdpanther. Agent Infinity decides, no, we haven't got time. We can't go down and cap it because... Or is he going to go down and cap it? He's indicating in the chat that he might be. Type 61, the Object 705 advising him, no use chasing the medium tank, you're not fast enough. Not a bad point, but 3.5 minutes left. Maybe they should, if they had have gone into the enemy cap. I don't know if that... Maybe the Tiger 1 should have sat on the cap when he was down there. There's a Type 61. Just been spotted by the Tiger 1. Nothing wrong with the view range in the Tier 7 German heavy tank. And there is the Type 61. He's waiting to aim. Aim. Agent Infinity. He's not going to have much to aim at. As he comes around that corner, he gets him. Gets him for his 4th kill. No problems whatsoever. Might have even... Well, he got 4 kills. I've got a feeling that he wasn't... that he was spotted for some of those kills. But in the end... Not a bad Ace Tanker Mastery Badge from the old mate Agent Infinity. In the Tier 7 British Tank Destroyer, Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Bruiser, Demolition Expert for the AMRAC. I think the AMRAC was on the Lorraine Artillery. Fighter Medal, Fire for Effect, Hallidan's Medal for killing 2 tanks of 2 tiers higher in a, obviously in a lower tier tank destroyer. and also the Confederate for shooting more enemy tanks than anyone else. He carried that Tier 9 game with 3,367 hit points of damage, 4 kills, 1272 base experience for the ace. Nobody else came near 3 kills in that one. 16 shots fired, 13 hit, and they all penetrated. Nothing wrong with that gun. He made 463 credits with a standard account. Premium would have been 16. I think it did fire some APCR, but that's what you're going to do when you're going to carry off these epic battles in tanks like the Challenger. As we move on to our third replay in today's Tier 7 Extravaganza. This is my old mate, the Flying Elite community contributor, and very, very good tanker indeed. He's in the T44-122. Now, he sent me a few replays. You can see he's got a mark of excellence on that bad boy. The T44-122 is a Tier 7 Premium Russian Medium tank. It's a one that was given out to moderators some time ago. Forum moderators, game moderators, whatever you want to call them. Who knows? This is a Tier 8 game. Only 2 Tier 8 tanks on each team. The T32 and the Lorraine 40-ton on Flying Elite's team. The Low and the T343 on the enemy's team. Now you can see he's got full APCR rounds loaded, which is premium ammunition, 390 alpha damage. That's pretty tidy for a Tier 7 medium tank. 390 alpha, 217 penetration, 175 penetration with standard. Looks to me a similar gun as you might see on some of the preferential Tier 8 Russian and Chinese tanks like the Alpine Tiger or the IS-6. It might not be the same gun, but similar caliber anyway. Anyway, the Flying Elite is just kicking back over here, getting ready to pounce on the Magical Forest, which is where medium tanks generally do their business on this map, on Muravanka. But looks like he's not going to make a push into the Magical Forest. It's going to kick back here in the middle. Looking at the map, you can probably see all those enemy tanks over there on the west. All those tanks over there on the west. Looks like he's not really sure, to be honest, what he's up to now. He's got one eye on the spick clearly, but I think it looks to me like he just wants to get a couple of shots of damage in before he starts brawling with these tanks. This spick over there is probably very, very likely to get rid of those artilleries all by himself. No, the spick gets taken out by the AMX-12T. No problems in it. Just realised I've put that one on a little bit quick. 4-5 is the score. Flying Elite's got one shot of damage off, 377. Still kicking back in the middle, trying to, not really sure. He's clearly got one eye on the western side of this map, and you can see all those tanks. There's absolutely millions of them. Implores the Black Prince to come and help, and what's the Flying Elite going to do here? 4-7 is the score. He's going to do something to turn this one around. That's what he's clearly thinking. He's thinking, well, I need to start aiming at these tanks and maybe start shooting them. That might be a good idea. There we go. Gets one shot into the side of the SU-100 M1. Waits for the gun to reload. He has got combat rations enabled. That's going to help his reload time, but does still take a little while for this high alpha damage gun to load. There you go, gets rid of the SU-100 M1, and that's his first kill. Only down by 2 tanks, so Flying Elite will not be panicking yet. The Lorraine 40-ton complains about the ping. No excuses, my old son. That's what I'll be saying if I was in that game, no excuses. Flying Elite picks up some assisted damage. Looking towards, there's a T34-3 and a Low, both at Tier 7. You'll be a little bit concerned about that. The 2 tanks he's up against a higher tier than him, so he needs to make sure that he's not getting shot by too many tanks at the same time. I guess that's probably what he's thinking right now. Lots of tanks coming his way though. Glad he's got APCR loaded, that's for sure. Looking at the Low. Puts one shot into the Low. That AMX-12T will be saying thank you for the assisted damage. No worries whatsoever. But the AMX-12T is about to be overwhelmed, I think, by probably more than one tank. Flying Elite not going to throw his tank away. Going to put one into the side of the T34-3. Takes him down to a one shot. Hopefully somebody can finish him off on 96 hit points to Chinese. Preferential matchmaking for now. Medium tank. Unfortunately, the 12T gets taken out. Dies in a handy spot though, because at least the Flying Elite can use that tank as a little bit of coverage as he gets rid of the T43-3. The deficit is still 2 tanks. Make it 3 tanks, 7-10. looking towards the Oni. The Oni looks quite taken by the Black Prince, puts one shot into him, takes him down to 394. Now he's down to 61 after artillery does its job. So you want to get rid of that tank, get some guns out of this game, get that scoreboard looking a bit healthier. Sure, there's one tank capping, but we need to get rid of some of these low health tanks. The Oni was a one shot. Now clearly you're going to be looking at the VK. That VK is on 167 hit points. I need to get rid of him. After that, probably look at the low on, what's he on, about 500. Flying Elite saying it's only 5 hit points, but I'll take the kill. There's the low on 522. It's going to take the Flying Elite 2 shots to get rid of him. He's going to be asking for a little bit of help. I need a bit of help from my friends. There's a minute to go before the cap gets done. So there's one shot, hopefully, into the low, down to 128. The Jagdpanther gets taken out by the Black Prince. Good move there, getting rid of a low health target with his low alpha gun in the Black Prince at tier 7. The low shoots and misses. Flying Elite says, no problems, thank you very much. I'll take kill number 5. Only one kill away from a top gun. Still got 800 hit points up his sleeve. He's going to start moving on to those. There's 3 remaining tanks and 1 artillery. Those last 3 remaining tanks last spotted over there at D2. It wasn't too long ago that they were both spotted over there. And of course, that is quite possibly where he's going to be. Flying Elite giving some good advice to the Black Prince. Don't get too close. Let them come to you. They're gonna, if they overwhelm you, you're gone. 2 tier 7s and a tier 6 up against a Black Prince will certainly get rid of them. Now, Black Prince pings D1. That's where they are. Possibly, yeah, maybe. Black Prince probably not known for its view range. I can't remember. It's been years. Literally, it's been years since I played the Black Prince. Surely, you wouldn't be. The Black Prince would not be able to outspot a Cromwell. Maybe not an A43, and that Scorpion with that, that's the tier 7 Scorpion that we saw in the last game. That is virtually invisible. Flying Elite's worked that out, says, well, I think I'm the only tank who can really spot these guys. This is what I need to do. 2,643 hit points of damage done. There's the A43. A43 knows he's been lit, assumes it's from that side. Flying Elite does the right thing, puts one shot into him, takes him down to 375 hit points, which should be enough for him to kill him, but it's going to take him a while to reload. His 6th sense has gone off, and of course he goes down behind that mound just as the Flying Elite reloads. Everything remaining. Pardon me. It's a pressure cooker situation. The Scorpion's a one shot. The Cromwell's a one shot. The A43's a one shot. And most certainly, the Crusader is a one shot. Black Prince kills the Cromwell. Flying Elite kills the Scorpion, confirming the top gun. Going straight for the A43. He knows he can cop some shots if he needs to, but the A43 can't as a one shot. There's his 7th kill. Flying Elite, 3,500 damage done. A little bit one shot of damage blocked, 110, 684 assisted damage. He'll be working towards that 2nd mark of excellence. Like you would not believe, he's going, not stuffing around, charging straight down the 4 line, straight down, looking for that Crusader. He sends the guy in the Black Prince, stiff head, platoon invitation, hoping to get the brothers in arms. Finds the Crusader, doesn't quite get the first shot. He can smell a Radley Walters. He's heading straight for that Crusader SP. I've no idea what the Crusader thinks he's going to do. Running away, the Crusader running away. Like, look, I don't blame you. I'll be running away as well. But then again, I don't play Crusaders. There it is. Auto aims on tier 7 British self-propelled gun. Who I'm not sure where that SPG is trying to go. It's not the slowest SPG in the world. That's why the Flying Elite is taking a while to catch up to the British SPGs. Driving backwards. It's one of those funny British tanks that goes quicker in reverse than it does forward, and he finally gets the kill. 8 kills, doesn't get the brothers in arms because the Black Prince doesn't accept the dynamic platoon invitation, but what a good tight finish. That's what we like to see at GetOnBoard Studios, World of Tanks with stewiejp. Good tight finishes. That was a good one from me, old mate, the Flying Elite community contributor. Don't forget to check him out on YouTube. Link will be down below. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Bruiser Medal, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Radley Walters for those 8 kills, Laver Slowhose Medal for killing a couple of tanks of higher tier, and of course high caliber, and the Top Gun for that epic performance. On Miravenka. 4,137 hit points of damage, 8 kills, 1,709 base experience, fired 20 shots, 15 hit and they all penetrated, 684 assisted damage, ace tanker, 17,751 credits. That's after tax with the premium account, and of course, even though he's firing full APCR, still made money because it's a premium tank, premium account, and all that jazz as we move on to our fourth and final replay today, featuring some tier 7 extravaganzas. This is one featuring my old mate GTD00 from 2AR clan. GTD00. Now this stat, without giving too much away, this one does go for a little while. That's why I've got it on a quicker speed. Make the mini-map a little bit bigger. And he is on a mission again. 3,000 hit points of damage and 3 kills. Now this is the final. This will be the final TD mission. I'm guessing for the second set of missions. The first one that we saw was the first replay that we saw in today's tier 7 extravaganza, featured a bunt from NFG clan. That was the final tank destroyer mission for the first set of missions. Of course, the first set of missions for the Stug 4, and GT is on the final mission, tank destroyer mission, for the second set of mission for the T28 HTC. The score's 0-1. The dog's pinging the north part of the map, saying that that's pretty hot up there. It's pretty hot up there. I need a bit of a hand. That's what he's saying up there. And GT showing good map awareness, saying, "Yep, I can see them all coming now." But I'm not going to be charging straight into those bad boys. But I'm going to put one shot into the KV-1S. Now the score's 2-3. They're only down by one tank. That shot just took the KV-1S down to a one shot for a lot of tanks. So he needs to do 3,000 damage and 3 kills. Let's see how he goes on Mountain Pass. Looks towards the M6. Doesn't quite land the shot. That is Mountain Pass, isn't it? Of course it is, Stewie. What are you talking about? 3-all as the KV-1S gets taken out by the Dickermax. But that Dickermax is in a terrible position. He hasn't got the armour to hold those tanks off. Not unless they start shooting at somebody else like GT. Now GT top tier in this game. There's GT in the Challenger, there's an artillery, the Russian artillery, the Su-14-1, and the T-29, the American turreted heavy tank. Now that TOG didn't last too long, unfortunately for the TOG, and that's the guy who was pinging the map like a madman. Now these guys here, looks like they're not AFK, they're ready to rock and roll. That's for sure. Oh, that's the fridge. Another one, a legend. 3-4 the score now. It's going to quicken it up again. There he is, gets his first kill. Getting rid of the M6, and that evens the scoreboard up 4-4 before the grill gets taken out. How did that grill die? By the VK. Where's the VK? Well, the VK is up there, so obviously the grill got spotted, and the enemy VK killed the grill. Quicking it up again. Now, there's still a lot of action happening up there in the north, and that's what GT's trying to become a part of. 6-7, still only down by one tank, and now these friendly tanks are starting to roll forward. GT hasn't really gotten warmed up yet, but I reckon he's about to. The score is 7-8, so still down by a tank. 7-9 now, down by 2 tanks, just waiting. He knows he hasn't got the armour to brawl with these guys, but he's got to help these mediums who are trying to make something happen. Shoots and misses that shot. 1 kill, 520 damage done. What's he need to do? He needs 3,000 hit points of damage and 3 kills for the mission. But more important than that, he needs to try and win this game. It looks like he's going to try and climb up this little mountain. He's not going to use the bushes for camo, but he's going to get a shot into the IKV-90B with the score on 7-10. The enemy team are clearly trying to flank these guys, and GT trying his best to make what he can out of a bad situation. 7-10 is a bit of a concerning scoreline, and looking at where his tanks are, look, the Su-14-2, what's he doing down here? I have no idea what he's doing down here. That's maybe he thought to I don't know what he was thinking. I'm no artillery expert, but having a top tier artillery down there brawling with tanks, that's maybe something's changed. Anyway, GT just kicking back here. looks like the Panzer 4H put a good shot into the Nazorn. Two of those tanks are pretty low health. Cromwell kills the IKV, and GT going for a pretty groovy move here. Gonna try and flank these tanks. He thinks he's in a medium tank. Auto aims on the Nazorn, picks up the Nazorn. 10-13, 2 versus 5 it is. It's a 2 versus 5 situation. 10-3. It's just the C-35CA who's up there trying to brawl in the north. He's still got, that's the bathtub tank, I think. GT on 3 kills, 1,020 damage. What's his mission? 3 kills, win, and 3,000 hit points of damage. And that's for the T28 HTC. Of course, he wants to get it with honours. You always want to get the last. Mission with honours if you can. Bathtub picks up the. Did he just pick up a kill? 2 versus 4 now. The bathtub, the S35CA. I think it's known as the bathtub. Waiting for those tanks to come around. 1 versus 4 now. The bathtub gets taken out. 11-14. He did get some criticism from his teammates earlier on. Let's see if they give him a bit of praise if he can carry this one. 11-14 is the score. 4 minutes remaining. 2 of the enemy tanks last spotted up there in the north, and there's one of them. The VK on pretty high hit points. He's just taken him down for taking 280 hit points off him. Pulls back. He's taking this position to minimise the chance of enemy artillery hitting. If enemy artillery hits him, he's going to be in a world of bother. Just trying to play a little bit of possum with the enemy team. There's an M4 improved there at Tier 5, and of course there's a Hellcat. The Hellcat is on the base. What's he doing now? GT is going to have to back right up here. He doesn't want to be shooting more tanks than he has to. Auto aims and shoots. The Hellcat rams him. Shouldn't have quickened that one up, but you got it looked a little bit like a cartoon there. Finds the VK-45, shoots him once. He's going to have to shoot him going to have to shoot him 2 more times to get the kill on that VK. Shoots him a second time, takes him down to 200. He knows he can take a shot, but he doesn't care. His ammo rack's damaged, and he can't use his repair kit. And here comes the M4 improved. The M4 improved on 29 hit points. This should be pretty easy. Picks up his 6th kill. That is the top gun. And who knows where this enemy artillery is. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes and 2 minutes now to go. He's looking for Artie. Looking for Artie. Does not want this to turn into a draw. He's got a pretty good idea of where artillery might be. Hoping that the artillery is up here, down here, where artillery normally is. It's the slowest artillery in the world. It's not going to move too far. He finds him. Of course, he's not going to be too far from the base. He's got 50 seconds to kill him. The first shot misses, so he auto aims. This time takes his time. There's one shot into artillery. Is he going to get him again? Artillery. At least he's not trying to kill himself. There you go. 7 kills for GT 00 from 2AR time, from 2AR clan. And his old mate the fridge says, well played, me old mate. Not too bad at all. At epic victory on Mountain Pass. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Bruiser, Duelist, 5 for effect, high caliber, top gun. Thank you very much. 3,000 damage exactly. And that's all he needed. He got exactly 3,000 hit points of damage to get that mission. And that's the last mission for the T28 HTC. 1260 base experience. He fired 18 shots, 13 hit. They all penetrated. Ace Tanker with 30 seconds remaining. He pulled that one right out of the bag. As usual, thank you very much for the replays, lads. Congratulations to GT and abunt for picking up the those reward tanks. And don't forget to check out Flying Elite on YouTube as well. Thanks again for watching. Take care and see you all next time.